III, Belgarwi.
Down. Are you kidding me? There's a lot of tension. Oh, here's Dumbay. He's turned into a
Kill.
right to the jaw. They're coming out firing. That's the bad blood we talked about. Pressure fighter, always looking to finish. A flying knee. It's got to be over, and it is.
Welcome to the Best of Glory. I'm Todd Grisham. Glory Kickboxing is the global leader in stand-up combat, and in this series we'll highlight many of the great moments in Glory's 10-year history. Yes, it's been a decade, from Glory champions to its rising stars, from the best knockouts to the upsets and underdogs. Over the next hour, we'll look at two of Glory's greatest rivalries, each one needing a third fight in their trilogy to determine the winner. 4 of these were title fights, with 3 of them ending in knockout. We start in the middleweight division. We're back at Glory 40. Yusri Belgarwi stayed safe, conserved energy, and still got a dominating victory in his semifinal match against Agron Pratini. Alex Pereira absolutely dominated Barim Rama with 3 knockdowns and a TKO victory. Both Alex Pereira and Yusri Belgarwi met for the first time in the finals of a 4-man, one-night contender tournament.
Belgarwi wearing the white gloves, Pereira in the black.
Pereira right away wanted to establish his boxing.
Belgarwi, Dutch, but of Tunisian parentage. Very proud of his Tunisian roots, but does fight and train out of Amsterdam at Mike's gym. Pereira has traveled the world chasing his dream, fighting out of Rio, or Sao Paulo, Brazil, rather. From Brazil to Copenhagen, Denmark, with a possibility of winning an opportunity to fight for the middleweight championship of the world.
Right now it's Pereira controlling the center of the ring, but Belgarwi's fighting really well on fighting backwards. He's still landing more, he's more active, and seems to be getting the best of the exchanges.
Uppercut connects, snapping Pereira's head back. We've seen in past fights, Pereira can and does get hit.
Yeah, we saw even in his last fight where he beat Israel Adesanya. Adesanya was beating him most of the round until he caught Israel coming in.
And now it's Pereira.
Stop! You're not in the back, okay? Fight!
Again, this is the second fight these two men have been in tonight. Spinning back kick there from Pereira. He eats a right hand.
Pereira needs to be more busy this round. Let's see if he can maybe mix in some kicks and not just heavily rely on his punches.
Nice job of Belgarwi to back Pereira up, and now he's trying to fight off the ropes. You can see total strikes, the edge goes to Belgarwi. Oh, a left from Belgarwi, backs Pereira up. That might have really hurt him.
Yusri needs to stay long. I like when he's staying long, using his jab, following his right hand behind. It's Pereira who wants to bring him into the more of the heavy exchanges.
A short right connects for Belgarwi. And Pereira's letting Belgarwi rack up some points here with those little short shots.
Belgarwi being busy is his best strategy. It's shutting down the output of Pereira.
Might not have a lot behind it, but a landed punch is a landed punch. Ooh, Pereira missed that one by about 6 inches. Straight right hand connects again to Pereira, and then a left hook from Belgarwi.
Doesn't look like Pereira has much behind his punches anymore. Starting to fatigue really quickly.
We've seen this before from Pereira, where he starts to get behind on the scorecards. Seems like he's out of a fight, and then all of a sudden, one punch or one kick's all it takes.
And there's that one punch, a right hand. Belgarwi says it didn't hurt him, but we all know it did. Best punch of the fight for Pereira, who's trying to follow it up with a left hook, but swings and misses. That one moment for Pereira may not have been enough, though. Another solid statistical round for Belgarwi.
This is the last one time. Next one, 1 point minus. No, no.
Round 3 of a scheduled 3. The winner advances to fight for the middleweight championship of the world. Belgarwi fighting out of Netherlands, wearing the white gloves. Pereira from Brazil in the black.
I feel that ankle of Belgarwi starting to add up. He kind of stumbled under it. But a lot of fighters seem to be slipping on the canvas, complaining it's a little slippery.
Head kick attempt there and a big left hand swing and miss for Pereira. It's almost like he's reserving his energy for a few seconds to throw one of those bombs.
Well, Belgarwi does get excited. He keeps his hands down in exchanges, so Pereira's best option right now, if he's fatiguing, is to try to counterpunch while Belgarwi he's trying to come in.
A much better start to round 3 here for the Brazilian, who goes with a right to the body. You can see how fatigue is playing a factor, though. It looks like Belgarwi's fresher.
Pereira is finding some success.
And another left hook. How much gas is in the tank, though? Whether it's a knockdown or a point reduction, whatever it is, that's what he needs. The jab has certainly been effective for Belgarwi. Haven't seen a lot of that from Pereira. And how much of a factor was rest for this fight? Belgarwi fought first tonight, had more downtime.
Well, it could be a big advantage, and it looks like either the rest helped or Yusri Belgarwi is just in better shape.
20 seconds to go. Ten seconds to go here in our final. Pereira throws a lunging right hand. Did not do the trick. Is Yusri Belgarwi headed to a title shot? He outlanded Alex Pereira 89-40.
Glory Contender Tournament Champion, Yusri Belgarwi.
When we come back, their next encounter would take place at Glory 49, this time for the middleweight world title. In the 6 months leading up to Glory 49, Belgarwi would continue his climb in the division with a TKO win over Jason Wilness at Glory 45. Alex Pereira, on the other hand, would successfully claim the middleweight title in his first attempt, defeating then-champion Simon Marcus at Glory 46. The stakes couldn't be higher.
Neither man is intimidated. Will Alex Pereira lose his title almost as soon as he won it, or can he beat Belgarwi in front of his home fans? Here we go. 5 rounds for the middleweight championship of the world.
Pereira came out with a lot of good energy, trying to bring the fight right away to Belgarwi.
A lot of trash talk between these two, through translators, of course. Nice high kick from Belgarwi.
Yeah, Belgarwi's going to do a good job at mixing his strikes, mixing his kicks and his knees, where Pereira's going to focus a lot on his boxing.
Belgarwi training out of Big Mike's gym in Amsterdam. And a nice uppercut from Belgarwi.
That's the pressure he needs to put on against Pereira.
A talked to Myrtle Groenhart, who fights out of the same gym, asked him what he thought about sparring with Belgarwi. He says, I hate it, not so much because he beats me up, because I can't hit him. Belgarwi sticking and moving, inside, outside, oh, he's hit. Pereira right on the temple with a right hand.
Yeah, he's moving on angles too, trying to find that lead uppercut.
Break! Break! Fight! Belgarwi, 25 years old. Big Mike told us, I knew I had a champion the moment he stepped in my gym. Is tonight the night he cashes in on that promise?
Belgarwi switching stances for a second. Probably something they've been working on.
Total strikes, you can see it's Belgarwi who's outlanded the Brazilian 2-1. Break! Fight!
Nice left hook from Pereira.
That caught Belgarwi.
Pereira's got some sneaky power to him.
There's another shot right as the bell rings. Round 2 scheduled for 5. The middleweight championship of the world is on the line. Nice question mark kick for Belgarwi. And all 5 judges did give it to Yusri.
Nice combination work from Pereira.
Good combination for Belgarwi, who's putting on the pressure now.
Yeah, that's his key to this fight. He's got to stay busy.
Another knee in the corner. Pereira's absorbing some of these shots, blocking a few as well.
A lot of energy expenditure for Belgarwi. Let's see if he can manage to sustain the pace.
Break! Fight! Break! To the head. Fight!
Paul Nichols warning Belgarwi for the shots to the back of the head.
Pereira telling us that he eats, sleeps, and dreams about kickboxing. That's all he does. He has no hobbies. All he is a fighter. That's why he wanted to get back in the ring so soon after winning the world title over in China. And what was his key to winning that fight against Simon Marcus back in October?
Well, he was doing a good job using his boxing and attacking going backwards, which was a good strategy for him. And he's got to stay busier here. He did throw a good body punch in the mix.
Break!
Watch forearm. Watch forearm.
Fight! Spinning back fist, Pereira saw it coming. Pereira 26-6 with 16 wins by knockout. That's a 61% knockout ratio. He's got the power in both hands.
Yeah, and he's really relying on his left hook. Seems like he's really trying to catch Yusri with the left. I do like what Pereira...
He caught him with a right. Belgarwi goes sprawling back into the ropes. Belgarwi claims it didn't hurt him, but it seemed like a very legitimate shot from Pereira. And there's another one. And Belgarwi looked like he almost went down. He's wobbly right now. Pereira closing in, and he gets a shot off after the bell.
I think in the end of the first round, it was Yusri who threw not as bad of a late shot, but both guys need to keep their emotions in check.
Well, lost in the commotion there of that late punch is the fact that Pereira rocked Belgarwi for sure. Let's see if the judges gave the Brazilian round 2. Only one did, the other 4 going with Belgarwi. So he has a 2-round lead on 4 judges' scorecards. The other one has it even. Who would you have scored that round for?
Well, I kind of liked Pereira just because of the damage in that shot, but Belgarwi's output is really dominating as well, so still a close round regardless.
And who knows, if Belgarwi wasn't close to the ropes when he went sprawling backwards, he may have gone down with that punch. Either way, it's a confidence booster for Pereira, who knows that he can hurt Belgarwi. Nice jab. Seems like those knees are the way to go for Belgarwi.
Yeah, his knees are so vicious when he mixes them with his punches. But Pereira has some dangerous knees of his own.
Two tall middleweights, 6'5" and 6'4".
That was a hard knee that almost hit the body.
Total knees, 5 for Pereira, a little bit surprising.
Yusri's finding a good home with that right hand. Both guys are.
A couple of punches landed. You can see the spit flying out of Belgarwi's mouth.
Yeah, that was a left hook from Pereira.
On a right hand, buckles Belgarwi. He almost went down. Can Pereira close the show? Belgarwi going to be given an 8 count because the ropes kept him up. A massive cut exploding over the right eye of Belgarwi. And it's over instantly. The doctor says no, it's done. And Pereira has defended his middleweight championship.
Way to come back for Pereira. He was down 2 rounds, was able to come back, and that's actually how Yusri stopped Jason Wilness. I think Pereira found a good knee in that exchange.
Here's a look at what happened there. A massive shot right there sent Belgarwi backwards, and here comes another one.
Yeah, there was that, started with that right hand, and I have to think it was possibly a nice left knee there in that exchange that did that cut. All from that right hand, stumbled him back. Tried that left, oh, he did land a good left hook to the body. Beautiful setup.
There's the knee, and how ironic is it that in Belgarwi's last fight, it was a knee to Jason Wilness that stopped the fight because of a cut, and Pereira just did the same thing to Belgarwi.
Yeah, that setup was beautiful because he hit the body of Yusri, which brought his elbow down and opened up the knee to the head. Beautiful setup from Pereira.
With one victory apiece, the trilogy was set, and New York's Madison Square Garden would play host. But up next, we turn our attention to a rivalry for the ages in the welterweight division between France's Cedric Dumbay and the Netherlands' Myrtle Groenhart. Welcome back to the best of glory. Glory 28 would be the first meeting between Cedric Dumbay and Myrtle Groenhart. Dumbay was making only his second Glory appearance and coming off a debut loss at Glory 22, while Myrtle Groenhart was a seasoned veteran with 8 Glory bouts under his belt.
In the co-feature, France's own Cedric Dumbay throws down with #1 ranked Glory welterweight Myrtle Groenhart.
My opponent is Cedric Dumbay.
76.7 for Dumbay. 76.1 for the Predator. There's been a little back and forth between these two on social media that I know about.
These two don't like each other, and this should be a stand-up war.
We are once again scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Glory welterweight division. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Cedric the Best Dumbay. Myrtle the Predator Groenhart. Fight!
Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds here in the welterweight division. Groenhart in the white gloves and Dumbay in the black gloves. No feeling out process here, Joseph. They're coming out firing. They going to work on the legs now, and then comes up high. Dumbay goes down to the canvas, ruled a slip.
They're both looking flat on their feet. They're both respecting each other a little too much.
Groenhart would love another shot at the champion, Nicky Holskin. Fight! Round number 2 in the welterweight division. Groenhart in the white gloves and Dumbay in the black.
Myrtle's back to orthodox stance. Maybe that was a... There's the bad blood.
Timeout call by Gabriel Larufa.
Be quiet. Oh, you understand? Be quiet. Fight!
Dumbay's in the head of Myrtle.
That's the bad blood we talked about. Fans behind Dumbay.
Big switch left knee setting up big punches.
Fight!
The 23-year-old Dumbay playing mind games with the 29-year-old Groenhart. And again, furious pace.
Myrtle doesn't look himself. He's backing himself into corners when he talked about using distance and angles. So something might be wrong with him in there.
Stop! Stop! Hey. Oh, you are no catch, okay? Warning, official warning, okay? Oh, you understand, official warning. Fight! Stop. Fight!
Third and final round in the welterweight division. Ron Kruk and Joseph Valtellini here for Glory 28 ringside. Myrtle Groenhart and Cedric Dumbay trying to settle their differences. Did you give that second round to Dumbay?
I have to. I'm going 2 rounds to 0 for Dumbay.
Means Groenhart's got some work to do here in the third round.
I think he knows he's down in the scorecard and has to put some combinations together.
Stop!
Again, the fans booing Groenhart, thinking that was a late shot coming off the break.
1 point. 1 point. 1 point for all. Okay?
And Groenhart has been deducted a point. Just misses with the flying knee.
Myrtle's known for his big knee knockouts, so maybe that's the strike he wants to throw now to try to catch and surprise Cedric with something.
Dumbay said he knows that Groenhart has those knees. He was preparing and the whole team.
No pushing. No pushing.
It just seems Groenhart's a little slow. 1 step behind.
He was very flat tonight. It wasn't the same Myrtle we saw against Nicky Holtzkin. With Nicky, he was using his jabs, using his distance. He fought the perfect fight. There's 15 seconds left.
This could be interesting if these two clinch up again.
Stop! Finish.
No touching of the gloves after that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecard. Let's take a look at the totals. They scored this bout 29-27, 30-26, and 30-26. A unanimous decision for your winner, Cedric Dumbay.
I'm very happy. Thank you, Myrtle, because before the fight, I was thinking that this is a very, very strong fight. And I'm very proud to do this fight against him. It was a very hard fight because this guy, it's so hard, you know? So I'm very happy, I'm tired, and I think I'm gonna enjoy this victory very great.
Your winner, Cedric Dumbay. In less than spectacular fashion, Cedric Dumbay was victorious with a unanimous decision and served notice he was someone to watch. When we come back, Groenhart is out for revenge and the welterweight title, but Cedric Dumbay has other ideas. In the 18 months before they would meet again at Glory 44, Cedric Dumbay would go on to win his next 3 fights, 2 against former champion Nicky Holtzkin, and became the current welterweight champion. Groenhart would go on to win 5 of his next 6 fights, 3 of them by knockout. He wanted revenge, and he wanted the welterweight title.
Hi Chicago, the champ is here. It's gonna get crazy cold. That's gonna happen.
We're glad you're here for the official weigh-in of Glory 44 Chicago. And boy, you talk about fireworks. How about 5 rounds for the welterweight championship of the world?
He needs someone to punish him inside the ring, so I'm here. You will definitely see me walk out with a glory belt. I just want to act like an animal to show him that I'm more animal than him. Cedric Dumbay is a comedian, he's a clown, and he will soon lose his belt. I'm not arrogant. You know that, huh? You're scared. I see you're scared.
Face the crowd, guys.
You're not going to do nothing.
Face the crowd.
It happens tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Welterweight championship of the world, Mortal Groenhart versus Cedric Dumbay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. 5 rounds for the Glory Welterweight Championship of the world.
Fighter, come on over. Fight fair, fight clean, obey my commands at all times. Any questions? Judge?
They do not touch gloves. Fight this for the welterweight championship of the world. There's maybe a knockdown. Let's see. Calling it a slip, perhaps. Well, they are swinging for the hills early, though, aren't they, Joe?
Yeah, they're both putting a lot of power. See, those knees can come out from anywhere. That's what makes Myrtle super dangerous. Nice slip from Dumbay. Both guys trying to find their feet.
Stop, clean break. Turn around, fighter. Fight.
Stylistically, that was a little uncharacteristic of Cedric Dumbay there in round 1.
Well, yeah, he's trying to get in the head of Myrtle. He's trying to get Myrtle to come aggressive. And the way he slipped off that knee and came in with that combination at the end just shows what he's trying to do. Dumbay with the low kick.
Boy, I tell you what, Dumbay left his chin out there for a second.
You need to be careful because he slipped on the camera cable. Both guys are just very awkward fighters.
Oh, Dumbay got his hands up just in time to block that kick, but Groenhart landed some power punches there.
He slipped some right hands in there.
Time. Let's go, fight.
So round 3 here. Knee there from Myrtle, his signature shot.
Watch.
Oh, we know that Groenhart will hit you when your back's turned.
Not work. Stop.
It is a defend yourself at all times sport. Well, Dumbay needs to be careful. Literally, these rounds could be slipping away from him. Sears Center, these are the championship rounds. We head into round 4. 6 minutes to go. Welterweight championship of the world on the line.
Fight your way out, fight your way out.
Many have described Dumbay as a Picasso in the ring, Joe, but tonight, he's more like a car crash.
He doesn't look himself.
Little pawing left hook from Groenhart lands.
And Myrtle just has such long reach, so as Dumbay thinks he's out of the punch range, Myrtle's still landing.
Well, I don't think either fighter can feel very comfortable heading into round 5. This is the 5th and final round. 3 minutes to go for the welterweight championship of the world.
Last round, let's go.
There's a high kick that looked worse than perhaps it was.
Yeah, it looked like it nicked off the glove.
Watch holding that head, fighter.
And there's the knee.
Yep, keep those up. They keep getting closer.
A couple of good low kicks there, though, from the champion, Cedric Dumbay. 10 seconds to go. Another close round.
Stop. Clean break. Fight.
And that will do it.
And new Glory Welterweight Champion of the World,
First of all, I want to thank Cedric. He motivates me for this fight. Cedric, bow for your king, man. Bow for your king.
In a closely contested battle, Groenhart, known as the Predator, would claim not only revenge, but the welterweight championship. Dumbay, on the other hand, admittedly not at his best, anxiously awaited another crack at Groenhart. With both rivalries at 1-1, we turn our attention to the trilogy fights. First up, current middleweight champion Alex Pereira taking on #1 ranked Yusri Belgarwi. Welcome back to the Best of Glory. I'm Todd Grisham. 6 months later, with the rivalry squared at 1 win apiece and a rematch for the title, the setting was New York City, Madison Square Garden, and Glory 55.
It's scheduled for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
How long do you think the fight ends up going?
I think it's gonna be, I'm going for the KO, you know?
Right.
I'm not gonna rush it. Maybe I am, you know? I don't know. It's gonna be chess, but in a chess, you can only win with checkmate, you know? In kickboxing, it's the KO. I'm gonna go for the KO. Can't tell you when.
Belgarwi mentioned this fight won't go 5 rounds. How do you feel about that?
Eu acho que ele pensando desse jeito, isso pra mim é bom. De repente ele pode, falou pra vocês, eu vou nocautear ele no primeiro, no segundo ou no terceiro. E se passar do terceiro, o que ele estava esperando, talvez isso pode frustrar ele. Então eu penso nos 5 rounds. Eu penso em cansar, porque se eu tô cansado é porque eu tô batendo. E na outra luta anterior também parece que ele tinha falado que não iria até o 5º round. E não foi, né? Eu ganhei dele no terceiro round.
Let's look back at both of their encounters, Joe. And the first one came at Glory 40 at the end of a contender tournament.
Yeah, and he came with good straight punches and volumes, but at Glory 49, Pereira came in with a little different, landed good right hands on that knee that split Belgarwi's eye open and got him the TKO victory.
It has been an all-out war, this trilogy. We expect nothing less than that tonight.
Gentlemen, this is for the Glory Middleweight Championship of the World. I want a nice, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. In case of a knockdown, go to the neutral corner I tell you to go to. Remain there until I call you out. Any questions here? Any questions here? Fight fair, fight hard. Touch them up.
Judge. They do not touch gloves. They're sick and tired of each other. The middleweight championship is on the line. The challenger, Yusri Belgarwi. The champ, Alex Pereira, and the white gloves, Todd Grisham, Joseph Valtellini, and the heavyweight champion of the world, Rico Verhoeven, ringside.
See Alex starting right away with that pressure from the distance. Very smart.
Yeah, he keeps real good distance control. Already starting to mix in his low kicks. Just so impressive how calm he stays. Then all of a sudden he finds that power.
That's the way you can make sure you can stay and keep going for 5 rounds. Stay relaxed, stay focused, and exactly know when to throw the power.
And he doesn't throw everything with power, so he sets it up well. Where Belgarwi, more of that constant power style.
So Belgarwi could literally finish the fight every punch, every second.
Yep. Again, the one change he might have to make to go 5 rounds is to set things up a little bit better.
Exactly.
Pereira, Collisson's his nickname, wearing custom-made Jaguar trunks. Said it's the most dangerous predator in South America. It represents me. Straight right hand, a good one for Belgarwi. You don't see Pereira getting beat to the punch too often.
Taking that punch like a champion.
Yeah. Before that, he landed a good left hook. Maybe admired his punch a little too long.
Belgarwi should watch that. His leg turning red.
Especially when he's circling to the left. Good timing for Pereira.
Inside low kick.
up and down every single man on the planet. This punch was insane. It was so well timed. And he moved to the side, throw that right hand. It was, nobody could stop a punch like that.
And there's the Jaguar stalking his prey. And you know, you said it, Rico. Belgarwi hit Pereira with his best shot, and he ate it like a man. Belgarwi couldn't do the same thing for Pereira's best punch.
No, but the timing of this punch, Belgarwi didn't even see it coming. So I think that was the biggest difference. Pereira saw Belgarwi's punch coming straight forward, and this was just the timing of Pereira was amazing.
In one of the most impressive performances in Glory history, Alex Pereira cemented his status as one of stand-up combat's most explosive and dominating fighters.
The champion, Cedric Dumbay out of France. He has been a seek and destroy fighter after being more of a stick and move guy. What will Myrtle Groenhart do tonight? Dumbay's promising a knockout in the second round. Groenhart says if he doesn't get me in 2, then what's he gonna do? We'll find out.
Three and a half years would pass before they would meet again at Glory 77. Cedric Dumbay, known now as the Best, would go on a 6-fight winning streak, 5 of those by knockout, and regain the title at Glory 64. The Predator, Myrtle Groenhart, would lose in his first title defense, and then would go on to win 2 of his next 3, both by knockout. The Best and the Predator had a score to settle, and it happened at Glory 77.
I will beat you. And then what you gonna say? I'm gonna say, now bow for your motherfucking king. Okay. That's what I'm gonna say, okay? I'll see you.
Well, hello everybody and welcome at the official weigh-in of Glory 77. And now let's introduce our Glory welterweight champion of the world, Cedric, the Best, Dumbay. 76.9 for Cedric. A lot of tension between these guys. This is going to be fireworks tomorrow.
They last met 3 years ago, and they haven't stopped talking since. This bout has been canceled, what, 3-4 times now because of the pandemic, injuries. It's finally here, Joe. What's your prediction?
Well, I expect a tough fight, obviously.
Tail of the tape for the welterweight championship of the world. Myrtle Groenhart, 34 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Netherlands, introducing the Glory interim welterweight champion and former welterweight champion of the world, the Predator, Myrtle Groenhart. Representing France, introducing, you want the best, you get the best, the reigning and defending Glory welterweight champion of the world, Cedric Dumbay.
Any questions? No questions. Touch gloves if you want.
That ain't happening, as we say down in Alabama.
Fight!
Dumbay, the champion, in the white gloves. Groenhart in the black. Nice head kick to start things off for Groenhart.
Yeah, Dumbay was very critical of his last performance against Gaj. He said he got a little too wild in that first round, was chasing the knockout. So I think he's going to be a little bit more patient in this first round, trying to set things up.
Oh, big overhand right by Dumbay. There's one of those knees from Groenhart.
This is where Myrtle Groenhart needs to stay off of those ropes. That's where he got into trouble against Gregorian.
Sometimes when a rivalry's been built up for so long, Joe, once the bell rings, you almost say, what do I do now? I actually have to fight this guy.
Yeah, all that trash talking now, but the smart fighter is going to stay relaxed, stay calm, and like Rico Verhoeven said, play chess. You got to play chess.
Right. Fight!
Round 2 scheduled for 5. Close round 1. This is the round that Dumbay promised to end it. Do you sense that Dumbay is indeed looking for the knockout right now?
I think he's trying to set it up. He's waiting for it. I mean, it's no surprises it's going to be with the right hand or the left hook. but he's just waiting for that opportunity. But that Myrtle knee, I'm telling you, he's got to keep mixing them up the middle. That's probably one of his best weapons, especially when Dumbay opens up with round punches.
Oh, that right hand sends him down into the knockdown. Yes, it is. It is a knockdown.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You can see him throw out the mouthpiece on purpose to buy some time. Groenhart appears to be more than originally I thought he was.
Yeah, it's because he was throwing the knees. It looked like it was almost off balance, but there was definitely some power behind it.
Let's see if Dumbay goes for the kill here. Will he be Nostradamus with another prediction? Nice uppercut and a second one. He's got him in trouble against the ropes.
He's really almost landed that uppercut a few times. Good level changing. I do like the patience. You gotta respect Groenhart's experience.
Nice right hand, and that buckled Dumbay for a second. And he caught him again. Oh, both men on ice skates.
It doesn't look like Groenhart has his legs under him.
Oh, he just went over the top rope.
Oh no.
And we might have a
20
back
seconds.
injury or
Wait.
kidney injury.
20 seconds. Come on, stand up.
Let's see if Dumbay can pick up where he left off. And he just put him to sleep. It's a one-punch knockout. No way he gets up from this. What a shot from Dumbay.
6, 7, 8, 9.
He does get back on his feet, and they call it. They waved it.
King! Who's the boss? We have a winner in this Glory Welterweight Championship. In the second round by knockout, the winner and still the Glory Welterweight Champion of the World, Cedric Dumbay!
I said I would knock him out. I did it. I talk, but guess what? I buck it up. But that's what I did. Who is next? I don't know. I'm the best, so may the best win. Nobody is allowed to. Baby Rico. Who is Rico? Come new, Rico. No, I don't know. I don't. Come new, Fried. Come new.
Similar to Alex Pereira in his trilogy fight versus Belgarwi, Dumbay was equally impressive. Today, these two fighters, along with Glory heavyweight champion Rico Verhoeven, stand alone atop Glory. More recently, Alex Pereira also claimed the light heavyweight title against longtime champion Artem Vahitov. Both of them will square off in a rematch this coming July at Glory 78, which also features the return of Badr Hari, as well as title fights in the middleweight division between Yusri Belgarwi and Donovan Visa, and the lightweight championship up for grabs between Tajani Beztadi and Elvis Gashi. That's exclusively on pay-per-view July 17th. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the Best of Glory. Until next time, I'm Todd Grisham.